Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you're watching this video. I hope you're having a good day. Well, um, we've been talking about descriptive tables, and now it's time to look at associative tables. And the one that everyone seems to want to know the most about are correlation tables. So in this video, what I want to do is address the three who questions for correlation tables. Specifically, who creates these tables, who reads these tables, and who generally ignores these tables. Um, the first thing I want to make sure we address is uh, who creates these tables. Now, when I was a graduate student, I'll be honest, I didn't like correlation tables because, in many respects, I'm not a fan. But the reality is, many people doing research will, at some point in time in their career, create a correlation table. If you're working on a dissertation where you are not model building or hypothesis testing, you're likely going to be looking at doing some associative analysis. And if that's what you're doing, associative analysis, then you're going to be the one creating that table. If we come back to this table, we see that correlation is either bivariate or multivariate. If we then come down to, I believe, page 11, we see two correlation tables. Now, generally, we don't just say correlation table, we say correlation matrix. If we look at this first one, this is for a bivariate analysis. In other words, only have two variables. And we look at this table and we think, well, is it really necessary? Well, it depends. But if you are doing correlation analysis and you have two variables, then you're the one creating it. It's your decision. There's not a right or wrong answer to that question. So you're the one who's going to be creating these. Generally speaking, professors, they let you sort of play with this. They're not too interested in building the tables themselves. So if you're first starting out on your analysis for your dissertation or for a subsequent paper, after you've done the initial phase of descriptive analysis, if you have a model that you're willing to look at, you'll probably start thinking in terms of creating a correlation table. Okay, so that's who creates these tables. Who reads these tables? Well, just like the descriptive tables that deal with continuous data, almost everybody likes to read a correlation table. And we're going to talk about that, why people do that later. But the reality is, it's a level of sophistication in terms of statistical knowledge, and it provides the opportunity for people with both low and high levels of statistical knowledge to be in the same game, to understand the same thing. So you can expect everyone on your dissertation committee or everyone in your field to have some understanding, the ability to read a correlation table. Finally, who ignores these tables? Well, amazingly enough, the more knowledge that you have, the less likely you are to read these tables. As I've said in an earlier video on descriptive tables, a lot of this information can be found in descriptive tables. And so quite often you'll be creating these tables for your dissertation, but your chair will, as with multi-level crosstab tables, probably caution you to put these at the back of the dissertation and not put them forward. And so as the student, you want to build a table to impress everyone. Look at what I've done. I've created this table. And then your chair typically will ignore them in favor for a descriptive table. Don't know how to break the news to you any easier than that, but that's just something that I've noticed. Whether you are in the physical, natural, or social sciences, this pretty much runs the same attitude. I hope this video has answered some questions. I hope it's raised some questions. If it has, we'd love to hear them. Otherwise, I hope you have a good day.